So camper build is coming along. We've got our worktop on there. Our unit sort of going in. We're going to start making the panel here that will have our control panels on. Battery compartment, water system. All the electrics are sorted, so we've got all of our lights now. So our main light switches are all over here, and then there'll be another little controller here which will do our under counter lights and potentially some lights around the top of here as well. So getting there slowly but surely. Not done a lot this last week, to be fair. Been running around here, there and everywhere, but we're going to get onto this next week, so hopefully we'll be pretty much finished with this next week. So have a look at some caravans, have a bit of chit chat and see what's going on. So quietening down this time of year, and we've got next week, it was going to be this Sunday's video, but it ended up being not this Sunday's video. We have got a bit of an update on prices coming, so which just my take on things. So that'll be quite interesting, a little bit different. I think we've got a little video sponsoring that as well. Nice 6 berth with a fixed bed. So this is on sale at $17,995, I think it is. So the L70 840 fixed bed, side dinette, seats at the front, so good 6 berth layout. 6 berth, interestingly, this week have gone busy. I don't know why. It's unexplainable.
And they've not had part exchanges, have they?
No. So a lot of, a fair few first timers again coming through. Again, I think we've mentioned previously about the Part-Ex issue. People not putting vans in for part exchange, which is sort of going to be. Hopefully things will make sense next week on the prices video. Something that I've spotted that nobody else has really spotted yet. Or not that I've heard anybody talking about anyway. So another nice big 6 berth. 21.99. I've just done a sale again. 21,995. So the big Bailey Pegasus Grand Palermo 2021. This is lovely. I can't believe, again, it's just been, I think because it had been a bit slower on the family vans, but I think this sort of a thing seems, as I say, just to be picking back up again.
Be great to sight as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, perfect van for the sighting. I think if you start looking around again now, I think some deals, I don't know, have campsites started to realise that actually they need to rein it in a little bit? I don't know. I still stand by, I don't think that campsites were overly expensive.
When you compare it to going abroad.
Yeah. Again, sort of people going about going abroad, and actually the cost to go abroad when you really look at some decent holidays, it's not cheap. And I think it's just everything, and people have gone on about prices as well, oh, the caravan industry, the caravan market is crashing up. Look at everything, cars, watches, boats. I'm naming all luxury things here, aren't I?
Yeah.
But everything.
The car isn't necessarily a luxury.
Well, no, again, and it doesn't matter again what it is on cars. Prices have been crashing on everything, and all that it is, it's not prices are crashing. We're returning back to normal. It's
a shame prices aren't crashing on our food shopping, isn't it? That'd be good.
Yeah, it would be good. So yeah, prices are returning back to normal, which is going to be more in our video next week. Now, something that I wanted to talk about this week is if you're now putting your caravan away for the winter, is it worth taking your wheels off and completely removing your wheels?
I have to say, I do really like this 2 berth. I love that kitchen. So I love the kitchen on this 2 berth. I like the layout of it.
Good layout, isn't it? That?
Yeah.
Good,
it's
usable.
You're stuck in the corner, nicely out of the way.
Yeah. In the corner and make me a pie.
I like to be in the corner.
So again, another nice 2 berth. But obviously, come in now. If you're not going to use your caravan, and you've watched our video that's popping up now of putting your caravan away for the winter and that's it sort of thing. If the caravan is just literally going to stay in one place, is it worth removing our wheels? And what the reason for doing that is it's going to save our tyres, but also depending on where, even if we keep it in storage, as long as the site will allow it, the storage site, By removing your wheels, theft protection. So the Caravan is safer. Now I don't know how that stands if they turn around and say you've got to have a wheel lock. So that's the only thing that you just have to double check.
The storage site or the insurance?
The insurance, because obviously insurance. Now if you've removed your wheels, you can't put a wheel lock on.
No, that's true.
But then is it safer not having the wheels, or does it just allow somebody then to come and go, oh right, okay, I'll put another set of wheels on, it's only a 5-minute job, and off I go, and there's no lock on there. Now,
I bet the insurance company just go, yeah, policy.
Well, some of the winter wheels are lockable.
Right.
So you sort of have what's popping up on the screen now, a little set of normally yellow sort of units that you bolt through to, and then there's a plate that goes on there, and there's a couple of little padlocks that go on there. But they're nowhere near as secure as obviously if you've got an Alco wheel lock. So if you are going to remove your wheels over the winter and you've told your insurance that you've normally got an Alco wheel lock on there, especially the proper Alco ones, because they're diamond rated. Now if you haven't got that on and all that you've got is the winter wheels and you've got it padlocked on there, yeah, in theory it should be safer, but it doesn't take long to come along with a jack and swap some wheels on, does it?
No.
A couple of bolt cutters, the padlocks that are normally on there, or the locks that are normally on there, aren't very secure, not as secure as a proper Alco wheel lock. And the problem is, if you put your Alco wheel lock into place, you've got, well, I think the winter wheels normally just about get in the way of it, but also you've got full access then round to the bolt that sort of goes through the wheel and whatever. So something to just check with your insurance if you do that. If you're looking to jack your Caravan up, behind the axle is where we want to be. So a lot of people will say that you should go onto the actual beam of the axle, so the axle that goes across the Caravan that's holding our wheels on. You'll see when you look underneath the van. Do you want me to hold the camera a second? We've got that beam. So that beam that goes from side to side, that really is where they say that you should jack the Caravan from.
It won't bend it then or anything?
No. Now what they don't like you doing is, or in theory what they don't like you doing, is putting your jack on this section here. Now what they do is they've got 2 bolt holes here that sometimes there's a proper Alco jacking point that are bolted through here, and then you've got a little plate on here that the Alco jack will sit onto, you can put a trolley jack onto, and then you can jack the Caravan up. But if not, just literally onto a bigger plate or onto the actual axle underneath. That is the correct way, or the way that they say that you should jack the Caravan up. Now if you've got a big trolley jack and you're on a nice solid surface like this, your plate that is on the trolley jack, put a piece of wood on there and go onto your main chassis. It's not going to cause you any issues. Obviously there'll be arguments to that. We've done it for years and years and years and years, and we've never had any issues. It's not going to bend or buckle, as long as you're not sort of coming right to the thinner sections of the chassis rails right back. As long as you're up in this section here, because actually trying to get your trolley jack underneath, if you've got mud guards on and whatever, it's a real nightmare. So just try and actually get in there, put a little plate on there, and that it's just trying to make it as safe as possible. Now as you start jacking the Caravan up, you can start to lower your legs as well, and then also an axle stand underneath of the chassis. Now the stupid thing is, the axle stands, you'll see that they'll put underneath the chassis rail here, or move it along as close as you can, but normally you're in this sort of section here. Now obviously if it does come down or anything, that's going onto that part of the chassis and it won't cause any problems, but you can't jack off that part of the chassis, which is why I say as long as it's sort of further forwards, or as far forwards, as close to the axle as you can get it, but on that actual chassis rail, it's not going to cause you any issues. What you don't want to do is put your axle to the front of the wheel, because obviously when you jack up from the back here, we've got the jockey wheel to sort of pivot against. So the van will sort of pivot against that tyre over that side and this jockey wheel. Now if you've got your legs down, make sure that you've brought all your legs up off the ground, because as we jack up this side, the leg over on that side, or if you're jacking up the opposite side, the leg this side, is going to bear into the ground harder. So you need to raise these legs up first, make sure that all your legs are up out of the way, and then if you are going to sort of do any maintenance or put in winter wheels or anything like that, it just gives you the chance to do that. The other thing that you could possibly do is jack it up, put axle stands underneath, put all of your legs down. You can then take the weight of the tyres off the ground, put your wheel lock into place, and then axle stands, a couple of axle stands around, legs down, wheels are off the ground, wheel lock is still in place, and that should solve your problem.
So how many axle stands would you have?
Normally 2.
And they would go just behind the chassis?
Yeah,
they
so
wouldn't go on the jack and point under the...
So on your chassis rails, your chassis rails, just as close as you can, both sides, and again that, as I say...
Probably a good option, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that sort of gets around everything.
Yeah.
If you've obviously already got winter wheels and that's what you've always done, then that's what you've always done. But just an option if you're thinking, oh, I'd like to say I've just had brand new tyres. This van's going out at the weekend. It's just had brand new tyres. It's now, if it goes into winter and it stays in winter all the way through the winter season, I want to save my tyres. They're brand spanking new. If by the time March comes next year and I really start using my van, the tyres are another 6 months older. So just a way that you can potentially save the tyres. And it doesn't take that long. So let me know in the comments what you do. Do you use the winter wheels? How do you get round with the insurance? And then have you found it? So just something to think about.
And if you're new to Caravan and you can't just jack up all your legs to the highest point, can you, and then leave it the weight on the legs? They're not
never ever sort of try and jack the Caravan up off the legs. Always use a proper, either they do co-jack, so I think Purple Line it is do a co-jack system that bolts onto those 2 holes, and it's like a little scissor jack. Proper trolley jack, bottle jack, I think they do the lock and load, which are like the airbaggy sort of things. So there's a few different options that are out there that you can try and use, but if you just want to keep it plain and simple, trolley jack, nice piece of wood on a solid ground, couple of axle stands, make sure your legs are up, jack it up, axle stands, put your legs back down, done. Sorted. So, little sport and fun. So I think, again, for next season, unless you want to go skiing this season in it, if I could get in.
There we go, give it a good pull.
Stick in.
Need some of your silicone spray.
We do. So, lovely little fixed bed family adventure van. So proper fixed bed up the front, nice lounge area. It's massive inside, isn't it really? And again, you've still got a proper separate, well, it's not a separate shower and toilet, it's only separate when you pull out the shower cubicle and you have a shower in front of everyone, which you might want to do, I suppose. Depends who you're camping with, doesn't it? So, but yeah, cracker, a little cracker.
It's quite heavy though for a little van,
It is, yeah. So 1,700 kilos, 1130 as it stands here now. So it is a heavy one. Now I think we have got some different sales going on, and we're going to do some Black Friday deals. So again, the winter is soon to be upon us. So moving in, obviously we want to just keep things moving. It's slowed down into the normal market, which again we're going to speak about next week. Prices, as I say, we're going to speak about next week. But some good deals at the minute, some really good deals. And might just be, if you have been thinking about buying a caravan, you want to buy a caravan, now might actually be the best opportunity to get one. Really nice this is.
It's really nice interior, isn't it, in this?
Lovely. Nice big fridge freezer. Nice washroom at the back. So yeah, lovely van. Nice. Have you seen the roof light in the bathroom in that as well?
Oh yeah.
So a nice one. So
And it's got the new, well not the new, but the...
Yeah, the proper Twist Connect. Another 6 berth that's sold. Family van's just picking up and moving. I think we had somebody looking at this the other day. So price range, family van. He's left his hoovering here. He's hoovering away at the minute. So again, another nice family price range: 999, 500, £10,000.
Oh, it's a bargain for 10,000, isn't it?
Bad, not bad. 2012 as well. So yeah, good family van. So that makes into a double, single. There's actually 3 bunk beds on the side there.
Oh, that's a single bed there then, it's not a double.
Yeah, that is only a single. Let's take this Hoover out with me. Because
he'll be looking for that on Monday.
Yeah.
He won't remember where he's left it.
And that I think is about it. As I say, we did our old gold van on Friday. So we looked at some older Caravans, and again, good prices and good entry level vans and things just to look out for. So if you missed that video, have a look in the top popping up now. Next week, I think we might we did a little bit of the lorry build on the end of that old gold one as well. We might put a little bit more, just a bit of a sort of a couple of weeks ago walk around the lorry build at the end of this video. So if you've been interested in that, have a watch till the end. And this is pretty much the end of this video anyway. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you next week. A very interesting thing on prices next week. Very, very interesting. So don't miss that. Hit the subscribe button, as I say, to keep up with all of our videos. And we'll see you then. Thanks for watching on Mark at the Caravan Place. Roof light fitting. So it's a little area on the front sleeper pod up on the roof of the self build at the minute. See all the roof solar panels. So we've got 1200 watts of solar panels, and those 3 panels at the back are just to charge the Bluetti up. In the middle is a little fan that's in the roof. You might have seen that on the other videos. And then we've got a little solar panel at the front to charge the onboard batteries, and it's not been doing a great job because it's mainly been in the workshop, and I think I might have damaged the batteries. So I've got to come back to that. But today is getting this roof light fitted. So got it all out. Just going to test fit it now, just make sure it all fits in correctly, and then I think we're going to bond this in. And I'm pretty sure I'm just going to use, instead of using the sealant tape, I'm just going to use our window screen adhesive. I've been tending to use this sealant for most stuff. The bonding on this is brilliant, so I've tended just to seal and stick everything down with this, because I've just found that it's been working really, really well. So just going to test fit it all now, and then we'll have a look at it from inside and see how it's looking, and then another look on the outside and see once it's fitted in. So test fit good. The only issue that we've got is obviously we've not got a lining inside, so we've literally just got the couple of mil of fiberglass, so there's not really anything to actually pull it down with. So I might just have to put a few little pieces of wood spacers around and then screw it up, and that will pull it then down and bond it in place properly.